What's up guys, hi and welcome to Pendle Hill. So we're on Lower Well Head Lane at the minute, just outside the Witch's Quarry that's behind us. This is one of the most haunted areas of Pendle Hill. There has been a black apparition seen on this lane and it's a hooded figure and it's been seen between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. mostly. So we're here at dusk to see if we can pick it up. Andy's running necrometer and we're going to start an investigation. First, let me show you the television mast at Winter Hill so you can see where we've come from and where we live. Okay, so that's the, if I can get it in, television mast. I lost it. Where is it? Why has the television mast disappeared? How strange. How strange. It's... Is that it? I think so. Right, that's the television mast on Winter Hill, which is a couple of miles from where we live. And all of our haunted forest investigations and Smithers Hall investigations are conducted there. So we're over here at Pendle. You getting some stuff already?
First one was I will kill.
Really?
Visit my grave.
Right.
At the corner.
So grave at the corner.
At the corner.
Well, just follow where you want to go because you can lead this investigation.
Oh,
you know a lot more of Pendle history, so.
At the corner. Are you buried at the corner?
Sometimes they did used to bury witches at crossroads, didn't they? And people that were involved in darker arts, they used to bury them at crossroads.
Can you give me your name? Can you give me your name? I've been seen down here, so can you give me your name?
Sir?
What do you mean by certain? Is it certain that we're going to get somebody down here? What's your name? What's your name? Radishes?
Yeah, but don't forget, they were all farmers round here that have grown literally everything.
Can you give
So
me
perhaps you just pick it up on some local conversation, you know, between people.
Can you give me your name?
I don't know.
Really?
You don't know? What do you mean you don't know your name?
You are not respectful.
I am being respectful.
We're
I
not
don't
the
mean-
usual run-of-the-mill paranormalists that come up here.
Look, I don't mean to shout, but I've come with total respect.
The number 6.
The number 6. I come with total respect. I don't mean any disrespect or any harm, or I'm not here to any kind of bad mouthing you or anything like that. That is one thing I won't do, and I apologise if I sounded disrespectful. I didn't mean to come across like that. I think it's because I've been up here that many times. I think I've got to you, and I'm thinking that you probably already know me.
They do.
You know what I mean? So I do apologise, and I would never ever...
Might not be the Pendle witches you're speaking to.
Murdered. If you were people who were involved in the trials, yes, I agree, you were murdered. You were innocent. And you want to tell me about it and how you feel about it. Tell me how angry you are.
You should be scared.
I should be scared. Why should I be scared? You should know me by now. You should know I'm always been respectful when I've come up here. I've always been respectful when I've come up here. We both have. You know, we are fellow witches. Alarming. I don't mean to alarm you. Can you tell us which direction you want us to go in? Murdered again. Yes, you were murdered. Can you tell us whereabouts did you live around here? Where did you live around here? Can you get 100? What do you mean by 100? Could you give me a bit more what you mean by 100? These are all very dark.
Yeah. So what do you know about this dark apparition that's been seen on this lane?
I don't know a lot about it. All I know is
Do they know who it is or what it is?
quite a lot of... I think they think it's some kind of monk or priest or something like that.
Okay.
So I've heard. But it's been seen a lot, sort of between 5 and 7 o'clock at night.
Which is like evening church service hours, isn't it?
Look in the attic, sort of on the road by Wellhead Farm,
Okay.
which is Lower Wellhead is that one with, you know, that you can see there with the bright light on.
Yeah.
I think that's Lower Wellhead Farm. Then there's Wellhead Farm at the top, which is like a religious. It was the last time I came down. Ouija board.
Seriously? Now, we have used the Ouija board up here in the past, but we've used it in the Witch's Quarry, haven't we? We haven't brought it with us tonight.
Mm.
Do you want us to bring the Ouija board? Is that how you prefer to communicate?
Do you prefer to communicate through the Ouija board? Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't got it with me this time. I apologise because I thought, well, I'm going to be walking up here. I didn't think of bringing it this time.
Yeah, because we're doing the whole lane, because it's seen at different parts of the lane, hasn't it, I think?
Whereabouts you lived around here? If you were one of the people who were involved, who was murdered in the witch trials. Total respect for you. And, you know, you were innocent. We know you were innocent. We know you were innocent. It was just. Can you give us a name? Don't mean any harm, any disrespect, or anything like that. We're on your side. We're on your side. Funeral. These are dark.
Yeah, they are.
These are very dark and murdered twice, funeral. Please stay. Thank you. We will stay. We're going to stay. We are going to stay for a while. Yeah. I mean, my grave at the corner.
Yeah, I know.
Very, very.
But the thing is, oh God, it's sheep. I wonder what them eyes were glaring back. Oh my God.
Open.
Freak me out, that. It's a pair of green eyes. Oh, what the hell?
I am very open.
Sheep.
Window. Open window. Whereabouts? Are you on this road? Are you on this road? Are we getting closer to you? Can you tell us if we're getting closer to you? Walk away.
Does that mean we're walking away from where they are?
Can you tell us if we're getting close to where you file? Can you tell us if we're getting closer to you? Are we getting closer to where you are? Are you going to let us see you on the camera? You know where the lights are? You stand in front of there, we can... Why will I have nightmares? I'm only here with respect. I just want to know who you are. Why you... Certain. Again.
Who haunts this lane? Can you tell us that? Who you are? What your name
The
is?
name of the person who haunts this road.
And what era you came from? Were you attached to the Pendle Witches or are you a different era?
Female spirit.
Female spirit.
Okay, what's
Who
your
are
name,
you?
please?
Who are you? Are you any of the Devises family? The Bulcock family? Seeping.
SWP.
Yeah.
That's like water dripping out or fluid dripping out or something, isn't it?
What do you want to agree to what? Are we getting closer to where you've been seen? I think we are. Around all this bend is.
Okay.
Because that's Wellhead Farm.
Yeah.
Wellhead Farm, which is the Christian place, I think
Yeah.
it was. That's Lower Wellhead there.
Yeah.
Look up.
Look up.
Look up.
Why are you gonna see? We're gonna see something in the skies. Are we gonna see you flying over on a broomstick?
Look up.
Flying over the Pendle skies.
Haunt.
So we're maybe getting closer to the area where it's the presence.
Do you not feel?
It feels very dark all of a sudden and very cold.
very, very dark.
I don't mean like as in weather cold. I mean as in like, you know, that chill you get when you're approaching something haunted.
I just feel as though there's somebody up there.
Yeah.
I know there's somebody at a torch, but
What, is there somebody with a torch coming down?
I think we've gone into that centre of that apparition centre.
Maybe, yeah.
This is dark.
Yeah, I think so. It does feel dark.
Here, it's light enough, but this, metaphysical.
That's kind of like atmosphere, isn't it? Metaphysical. Maybe they're talking that they can... It's very dark. It is very, very dark, and there's no different... There's no lighting back there, so why should it change?
I'm really apprehensive
Oh yeah.
about the wind.
It's like a black hole. You know, like a black hole, what you expect in space.
I know I want to go up, but
It reminds me of
I'm
that.
just going to have a moment here now.
Right, have a moment. We can talk about different things while we're having a moment.
I just, torture.
Yeah, it does seem very, very dark. It's like a tunnel, like a dark tunnel. It feels like a dark tunnel, not a road.
Very dark here, you know.
Yeah.
This is...
But you know, sometimes they turn buildings into Christian centres that have had a really sort of like darkly evil past, don't they? So perhaps they've turned it into the Christian centre to try and lift the spirit of it a bit or something.
Record idea.
Record video.
Is that what it said?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, we're recording, so where do you want us to
going to be
focus,
roll.
please?
More.
More? So we're surrounded by moors. So I'll just pan around and see if we get anything.
Whoever it is listening to it.
Yeah, is it more M-O-O-R moors?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so these are all the moors. It's surrounded by moors because we're in a farming community.
Cell phone.
Oh, really? So it's something that's really in touch with what we're doing here right now. Well, we're using the camera, so anything you want to do on the phone, you can also do to camera. Unless you prefer... What have you got on your phone at the minute? Oh, is it your iPad? It's really dark up there.
Female spirit.
Female spirit. No, we had that once already.
Female spirit.
Now, are you female, the hooded black spirit that gets seen here?
Are you actually... All that were... You actually... Feeling... Headache.
I'm going to give you a headache, or me a headache. And this is one of the things they can do, guys. They can impress feelings like that upon you if they want to. You know, make you feel dizzy or sick or headache. Any of those things.
Only one time I've ever been a bit...
Yeah, I know, you're not bothered about Pendle. We've been up here all times of the day and night. It's funny because the quarry's quite cosy, isn't it? Out here it's a different feel altogether.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
What, the quarry's not cosy? Perhaps it's not. It's cosy to us. Yeah, it is. I think, to be honest, it's more...
Seriously?
What?
Instrumental transcommunication.
Seriously, what the hell does that mean? It sounds like a Prodigy record from the 90s, doesn't it?
Human.
It sounds like a KLF record. What did it say? Come again.
Just a minute.
Say it again. I didn't get any of that then.
something-
Come on, you're bearing in mind you're
Right.
talking to me now.
No, let me go through this. We had look up,
Yeah.
right?
Oh my god, aliens.
We've just had
Trash.
instrumental transcommunication.
Hey, that
and
sounds
then
like
human.
aliens, doesn't it? Human? Human?
Yeah,
And then,
trash.
my god, do you remember when we did the alien communication thing on Winter Hill?
I mean,
Do you remember that?
that's...
Let's move along in case that farm's got cameras. No, but do you remember when we did the alien communication thing on Winter Hill? When we did the Estes box and you got all these messages through. You got all these messages through right then. These same messages that don't really make much sense to...
That's what I mean.
If anybody wants to see that, just take that torch. Right, that's it, because you weren't listening. Right, if anybody wants to see that episode, earlier on when we started YouTube, we did some Winter Hill UFO communication stuff, where we did Estes box, and we got these same phrases coming through right then, right on the top of Winter Hill, which is over there. That's Winter Hill. Now we got this alien communication, these same messages coming through then there. Now I'm wondering if which way do you think this is going now? Is my head torch back on?
No, I'm not going to.
No, mine.
Yeah.
Right.
I need more energy. Oh, take my energy. You take my energy, you can do. I'm quite happy for you to take my energy. The number is unclear. What do you mean? Are you alien? Or are you from another planet? Are we talking to alien here? Where are you? And who are you? Can you give me a name?
I mean, Pendle's so close to Winter Hill, and there's been so many sightings over there. So obviously I mean, it's such a... They must have had sightings up here too. It's only 10 miles away, isn't it? Perhaps they're inviting us to do some alien communication here. Perhaps this is going to take a bit of Estes box and stuff. You know, and other methods that we use. We did quite a bit of the alien communication stuff on the top of Winter Hill about a year ago. So, yeah, well, maybe if we need to do it here as well, then we're going to have to look into that. So there has been a dark apparition on this lane. We don't know who or what. Nobody seems to be able to identify it, including my guide Lewis, because he can't always tell us everything what's going on in the spirit world. If they don't want to become known to him, then he can't tell us who it is either. Do we have our Pendle Witch guides around us who can perhaps come and shed some light on the matter, who this figure is? Did you want these torches back and me have that one? Is it better? Right. Yeah, it was an interesting message, that, because I know we're laughing and stuff like that, but it was the message we got through when we were doing the alien thing up there. So what if... There's a car coming, let her move over. So what if...
Yeah.
What if... You know, like, there's been this thing going on about people's sightings are being removed from the websites and YouTube and stuff like that. People are filming UFOs and different things and putting them out there, and they're suddenly just mysteriously vanishing, like somebody's going on and hacking in and deleting them off. But the thing is, they're going to have to start... I mean, there's some high profile people coming forward now like the ex-Canadian Prime Minister, President,
Yeah.
and one or two other people that have retired from the US high up in the Ministry of Defence, because they want people to know, there's a car, that there's something definitely going on.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I'm just going to face this way, guys, because we've got a car
Yeah.
coming up. Don't want to blind him with the torches. So the thing is, those people are now coming forward and saying what they witnessed during their time working for the government, and they're saying that there is things in the sky, UAPs, that no one knows what they are, cannot identify them. They're going to have to come forward and start telling people, because everyone's picking stuff up now on phones, dash cams, doorbell cams, you know. What did that say?
Manifest.
Manifest. Where are you going to manifest? Which direction? Let me know where you're going to manifest, and then we can pick you up. So, yeah, they're going to have to start telling people the truth, because, God, it's like M61 up here today.
Yeah.
There's never any cars up here.
Christians.
Go away.
Oh, they're not. Nothing against Christians,
Don't
but
go
please.
away. Don't go away.
Alright, so... Do you want to carry on up there, or do you want to go back this way? It's like the M1 services up there.
We'll just go to this corner and then we'll...
Alright. Yeah, it's... They're going to have to come out and start telling people the truth, what they know about aliens and UFOs, because there's some theories, now that Donald Trump's back in, I think more information's going to come out, because he's all about it, isn't he, getting that information out for people. And I think, because he's now recruited Elon Musk, hasn't he? So I'm wondering if they've got some plans to start venturing out into space and all that a bit more.
I think that's...
If anybody will get this ball rolling, it'll be Trump, because he's wanted to do it, and he's got the money and the power to do it.
Yeah.
Visitor.
Visitor.
Visitor from where? Space.
Visitor.
But that is a visitor centre, isn't it, up there, the Christian thing. But the thing is, one of the theories is that they're already living amongst us aliens, and they're in touch with the American government.
Manifest.
Visitor.
No, go away.
Really? No.
So I don't know.
So you don't want to be filmed? Are you? Yeah, but are you alien or paranormal to this Earth? Just answer that if you can. I think we should not go up any further, because we're going to end up with the Christians up there now, the flipping Bible punching bunch. They'll be inviting us in and trying to save our souls, and we've had all this before, so let's go back.
Mildred.
Yeah, well, that's come from the Christian centre probably, hasn't it?
Probably Mildred and Hassel.
No, it's just, that was very interesting back there, what we got, because it's just made me start thinking about alien conquests again now.
No, it just makes you wonder.
Maybe we need to get back out and start doing some UFO stuff again on a clear
It makes
night.
you wonder, right, I say that this dark thing that's been seen on this road could be a priest or a monk or whatever. We're going towards what I think was a Christian centre. No,
We're going to get tangled up with
no,
them. if
go
we-
away.
Yeah,
With the
oh yeah,
waters
well
there.
maybe. They probably meet at a certain time, and we just happen to be stood in on the lane whilst they're all turning up.
It was some kind of Christian centre.
I'm thinking now we might have to get back out on the tops and do some more UFO stuff like before, you know, with the Estes box and all that.
That was an interesting thing to say, that. I mean...
Yeah, but the thing is, now that Trump's got back in, it's all being put back in profile again now, isn't it?
Abhorrent.
That means horrible, hateful.
Well,
Something you can't stand is abhorrent.
Yeah, well, if it was a priest or a monk, yeah, what these so-called innocent people who were murdered, he would class them as that, wouldn't he?
Well,
Or
the
is he
priests would
talking
find the
about
witches
what-
abhorrent, and the witches would probably find the priest abhorrent.
Or are we talking about what happened to him is abhorrent?
It all depends what side of the fence you're on,
No.
really, doesn't it? No, it doesn't matter, but in those days you chose a side, didn't you?
You used to live round here. Can you make these lights light up if you're close by? gone very quiet now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Do you know what that building used to be, the Christian Centre? Was it someone's
It
house?
used to be a farm.
But do you not know before that if it belonged to
It was-
anyone, any particular
Not as
person?
far as I know. Not as far as
Maybe
I
it's
know.
not old enough for that.
Uh,
So, which one of the Pendle witches owned Lower Wellhead?
I don't think any of them. I don't think it was anybody who went to trial owned it.
But it was
No.
Elizabeth Southern and Alison Device that lived at Pendle, which was Malkin Field back in the day.
Well,
There's different
it's hard to
maps
say.
are saying different things, aren't
It's
they,
hard
on
to
that?
say that the house that people have investigated at Tyndale, and they've had Elizabeth and Elizabeth coming through, and the rest of the family coming through. They don't really know. The building that people have investigated there isn't the original building. The original building was demolished or
Yeah.
went to ruin about, and people built on that land. Now that area in front of it is called Malkin Fields.
Yeah.
Now, whether the original building that we...
like you.
He doesn't
Who?
like me.
Oh, the priest.
Who doesn't like me?
Because you're talking about the witches.
Yeah, that...
So he's obviously a religious
was that?
person. Are you a religious man? A religious person?
Oh, God, shivers.
Why don't you like us? Because we're friends of the Pendle witches? Is that why? He was probably the person who came by and blessed all the land after it was all over.
I suppose it would be called Malkin Fields. Now, some people say they lived up there. Some people say it's here.
Pardon me, guys.
For me personally, I got a sense that, for me, it's more likely to have been the house next to Tyndale. That probably was the smaller land and stuff like that. Now, we don't know.
Because it's the buildings won't be there, but the land is still there,
We
isn't
don't
it?
know. There is no proof. The people say they lived up there. Some people think they, and you think, well, if they lived up there, a bit of thing there. If they lived up there, why would they be haunting here and there?
Yeah.
That's what makes me think.
See, Sabden Hall's still here, and I think that's where James Device and Elizabeth Device worked, didn't they?
Now you think of the distance between there and there. Elizabeth Devices wasn't young. She was in her 50s, 60s. So to walk from down there, watch the lights. What are the lights? Did you say? Scurry. I'm being. What are the lights? The lights so we can see where we're going. I'm sure you should have had torchlight, candlelight.
Remember though, the last time we were here and we were asking the Pendle witches about UFOs, and the reply was, "What are those lights?" And over there.
Yeah, we did.
So I'm thinking that if they've had alien sightings in the past, they would just see them as lights. They wouldn't really
wouldn't
be able
know
to understand what they were.
You see, my opinion, so many people to be involved in this area, they would have all lived in this area, so they must have known each other.
Oh yeah, they would have
in a
been.
way. Now, I can't understand why, if they used the quarry for meetings and stuff like that, there's no way Elizabeth would get from Blackall.
No, they wouldn't. It's too far.
Leave right now.
Why do we need to leave right now?
No, I'm not leaving right now.
Why do we need? Just tell us why first.
Why do you need us to leave right now?
Is it UFO or is it ghost?
Who are you? If you want us to leave right now, you need to be telling us your name. And I'm not saying that with any disrespect or anything like that, but if you want us to leave, you need to be telling us why we need to leave and who you are. Who wants us to leave? Who wants her to leave? If you're telling me to leave, then you need to be a bit forthcoming and tell me why you want me to leave and who you are. I'm Andy, this is Alison. We've given you our names. You need to be giving us your name to tell us.
Shock.
Shock?
What's the shock?
Shop?
Shop.
Shop?
Witches galore. That's the only shop up here.
Is that what you mean? If they meet, you mean the shop, which is galore, can you say yes?
I think we'll move along anyway. We're disturbing the Christian meeting group. I'm keeping my eye on the skies now. After that message, we really need to get back out and do some UFO stuff again. Well, it's dark nights now, innit? So we can be out longer.
Why do you need us to leave? Why do you need us to leave? If you want us to leave, you need to be telling.
1600s.
Oh,
1600s.
bang on! Smack on the date, innit?
1600s.
1612
Bang
when the witches were hung.
Bang on.
1605 when Guy Fawkes tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament.
So,
Or was it 1604?
1600s, is that when you died? Can't believe that. That's
Yeah,
bang-
no, that's
absolutely
smack on. That's
bang
just. So, is it the Pendle witches? Can you give us your name? Which one, please?
give
Because
us
there were
your
a
name?
dozen that got hung altogether,
Yeah.
and a couple got
Elizabeth
off. Got off with it because they some
Can you give us your
landowners stepped up and cleared the
name?
names.
We would be so grateful if you could give us your name. Is it you, Elizabeth, or Elizabeth? Alison?
Have you ever thought it might be Elizabeth Southern, the hooded figure on this lane? Because do you remember that time down at the stream when we did that scrying in the mirror? Shit, some folk walking into the shrubs. And the mirror cleared and we saw that hooded figure at the back.
We can knock. I've nothing to knock on to, I'm sorry. Or is it? I apologise if I get these wrong. Is it James or Janet? Who lived at Below Farm? Or is it you? Alice? Can you give us a name? If there's more than one of you here, can you tell us how many people are here?
I'll have to face this way, guys, because I don't want to blind the driver.
Can you tell us how many people are here?
Alright,
Can you tell us how many people
it's a very narrow lane, this is the problem. And they're all heading up to the Christian Centre, which I don't think is the best.
Jail.
There is some rumour that there was a small holding cell here though, but they might be talking about Lancaster. Are you talking about Lancaster?
Is that what you're talking about? Did you
'Cause-
die in jail?
The rumour is they made them walk, didn't they, from here to Lancaster? Because they do the Witches' Walk here, don't they? The Witches' Trail, which is the route they were supposed to have taken from Pendle to Lancaster.
Is it you?
The sky's clearing up now. Look, the stars are coming out.
Can you give us a name or can you tell us?
Malediction.
Malediction.
That's a good word.
Malediction.
You know that book, Malleus Maleficarum? Isn't that not one of the words in the title, the full title?
Malleus Maleficarum. Malediction.
Yeah, but the whole title is longer.
Hmm.
I'm sure that's one of the words.
Oh, interesting. Just got a.
Go on.
Let's just started then.
We'll be right with that. The Malleus Maleficarum, which is Hammer book, the full title. Is that word, malediction, part of the title of the original book? If we've lost people, this is a book that was written back in the 1600s, isn't it? The Witch's Hammer. In Latin. Was it in Latin? Malleus Maleficarum?
Can you tell me how many people are here? If you can't give me a name, can you?
Do you have questions?
We've got
I
tons
have
of questions.
Loads of questions.
Did you want us to slow up with the questions? Are we going too fast?
I just want to know how many people are here and what are your names? I don't mean you any disrespect or any harm. I'm not going to.
Can't believe how much the sky's clearing up now and the stars are all coming out. Now, my eyes are on the skies now. I'm pointing the camera at you, but my eyes are looking up there. I've got my alien head on now. And I don't mean my alien head, I mean I've got my UFO spotter's head on now, that's it. I'm done. Halloween's gone now, so now I'm moving back to UFOs. I don't know about you. You joining me or not?
Dangerous.
What, UFOs are dangerous? They might be scary, but I don't think they're dangerous because I think they would have done
How
something by
many people
now.
are here? And can you give me your names? Be so grateful if you could. Oh,
Oh, that's going now, isn't it? Maybe this is exactly the part where
you feel that wind?
Yeah, I feel a cold breeze.
It's that.
It's so clear now, the sky. We had all that rain.
Why have you come?
To talk to you.
To talk to you.
We're witches too, and we like to come to where it all began, the birthplace of witchcraft. Probably isn't the birthplace of witchcraft, but it is the most famous part of England for witchcraft.
Damned.
Witchcraft would have been practised everywhere, it's just that these were the ones that got caught.
Damned. Is that what you feel like? You were damned?
Yeah, because think about it, witchcraft was being practised all over England, Scotland and Europe, and these were the ones who got caught.
Animal. Yeah, it has been said. Shapeshift, you know, could animal, as in the familiar animals.
Oh
Dr.
yeah,
Barky.
duck cats, black cats, and dogs. They mostly had dogs though, didn't they really, as familiars? I'm going to get behind you, Andy, with the camera because there's a car coming down, so I don't want to, I'll keep the torches behind me, I don't want to startle people off the road.
Yeah. There is a foot, there is a...
I'll film behind you, just walk up. So, yeah, so Pendle, which side are you going on?
Yeah, it's a bit of a...
Alright, I was going to say, we're on opposite sides, we're going to confuse them.
No, there's a bit of a...
Alright. So,
yeah.
just let these cars go by because I don't want to, I don't want people coming off the road because we're shining torches about. Is there any more coming? Got it? Alright, so, yeah, maybe just putting a bit of salt down because we're expecting some snow this week, I think the weather forecast said, didn't it?
Animal.
So yeah, so each of the witches had a dog familiar, didn't they? Elizabeth Southern had Tib, didn't she, that she met in the witches' quarry. James was called Dandy. Alison's was called Ball. Which one was Ball?
3 children here. Yeah. Okay. It's not very much.
Which was Alison Device's dog called? What was
Tib,
it called?
I think.
No, that was Elizabeth Southern's dog. These were familiar spirits,
Fancy.
weren't they? Fancy. There was Dog, Fancy, Ball and Dandy, weren't there? The 4 dog spirits. So where does the idea of the black cat come from with witches then? A lot of dogs barking. There is dog kennels down there, you know, the doggy hotel thing. Why are black cats associated with witches then? That's probably the Christian Centre banging the tom-toms. Letting them know there's witches present. Anyway, since I appear to be talking to myself, I'll put that out there to the viewers. Does anybody out there know why black cats are associated with witches? Now, as a pagan witch, you'd think I should know that, really. But you know what? I do not know why. I've probably got it in some book somewhere, because we've got books and books and books on witchcraft and the occult. But it's like, best way I can describe it is, you know, chefs have different recipes and they look up the recipe to see what they need. So witchcraft is kind of the same. You're doing this and you're doing that, but you have to look it up sometimes to see, explain it a bit more. And I can't remember why. I'm sure somebody out there will be able to comment and tell me why, particularly the black cat for witches. I'm sure I've studied, and I've got some black cats, some statues dotted around, and I can't think why. Why? I don't know why. Maybe they represent the night or something. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to get the encyclopedia out and have a look at that, because I can't remember. And I'm talking to thin air, so I have no idea why.
Following us? Following behind? You never when it's in front, you're always behind. It's like behind.
Behind?
It's like as though.
It's following behind.
Yeah.
It is dark up there though, isn't it?
Very strongly following behind.
What do you think it is? This? Oh yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just following us.
The witches.
Yeah, they're just following us.
So if
I think
anybody
it's
can
more of
answer
a
this
circus
question,
thing.
you guys can. Why are witches associated with black cats? Or why are black cats associated with witches?
I think it's been like a superstitious thing for
Rat
you.
torture.
Look,
What's
it's still
torture?
going. Because the thing is, some of these cottages they've found round here, when they've pulled them down, they've found cats bricked up in the wall, haven't they? It's either a sign of protection or something.
Torture, I can't read it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. We've got books and encyclopedias on witchcraft, and some things you need to look it up, don't you, to remember what it's about.
Lie.
Lie.
I think the
Lie.
funniest thing I looked up in the book at the Encyclopedia of Witchcraft is summoning the dead from their graves. And to do that, you're supposed to run round a graveyard naked 13 times at midnight, and then the person you want to summon comes forward. I thought, I'm not quite sure what the police would think about that. Nor the hospital when they take you up there.
Careful in here.
Can you imagine? You're running around a graveyard naked, and the police come along, and it's like, well, I was summoning a dead loved one from it. Can you imagine how that would go down?
Well,
You'd get a free night on the mental health ward for sure, wouldn't you, with that?
well, if you get it, find
I
it.
can speak through this.
You can speak
Yes, you
through
can.
this. Yes, go
So
on.
please try.
Like I said, how many people are here and what are the names?
I want to walk up and film that moon. It means it's the biggest moon at the minute, isn't it? Super moon.
I know how to make yourself invisible.
He said that to me. I've got enough of me now. Go on, it's alright, I can take a hint.
Well, the thing is, you need a severed head.
Yeah, I can take another hint as well.
You need a
Preferably female.
severed human head.
So the mouth will stop talking. Most husbands feel like that on a Sunday night at this hour.
Dream of saying that.
What are you chuddering about now? You can't say it to me, you know. I'm strong enough to take it. I want to get that moon. It's just coming up beyond the clouds there.
It's getting frosty now, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because it's cleared the
So it's
sky,
getting
Luke.
that now.
It's really clear now.
A few weeks ago, it was cold, but it wasn't. This is icy now.
Yeah, it is. So that bit there, they're walking past, that's the entrance to the quarry, the witch's quarry. That's where Andy and I do our rituals. Fire pits, everything else that we do. But I want to just walk up and show you this moon, guys, because it's not often you get the chance to film such a good moon. Might be a bit, oh yeah, you can see it, it's quite big, but it's behind the clouds. Yeah, it's quite big, but it's behind the clouds.
Very orange, wasn't it?
Yeah, the other morning when I went out at 5 o'clock to work, it was the full moon and it was just coming up and it was absolutely huge. It was amazing. Danny and I had to stop the car and look at it because we just couldn't believe it. We were like, wow, it was like enormous. But it was that super moon that they have at this time of year, I think. It was lovely. It was full moon. I think it's Thursday morning. Might be Friday morning.
Yeah, it was Thursday.
Thursday morning, I think it was. I'm just going to see if I can zoom into that because that's a good. Let's see. And I think if I can steady my hand. Sorry about this, guys. I think because that's such a good moonlight shot, we're going to end this video on that full super moon. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing, and see you all soon.